Hey there, Nicole Gebhardt with a question for you this week in our blog. And the question is, how long does it take you to sell your products and services? Here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the time from introduction to whether you first meet somebody or they first hear about your brand or your services until the period that you can close the sale and call the prospect a client. How long is that for you? Is it a period of days? Does it take weeks, or does it take months, even years for you to close a new prospect into a client? If it takes longer than a few days, I call that the slow yes. And I totally relate to you if that's your case. That's often my case too. And here's why. In those cases, people need to think about it. And here's what they really mean when they say that. They really want to do a little bit of research. So, depending on their personality style, some people can make a decision faster than others. But a lot of times, particularly if you sell a higher end product or service, they need some time to research. So here's the key. If you're a really smart marketer, you will be the one to provide the research that they so desperately want to do. That is so that you can demonstrate why your solution is best. So there are a number of really creative ways to do this, but one of the simplest and most effective is, of course, my favorite, which is a simple self-published book. You can see a whole bunch of them here. And last week, I promised you in this video that I was going to give you some ideas. But first, let's talk about why a book is such a great marketing tool. First, a book allows you to package your knowledge and experience. It's really great for you to be able to take all the information that you already share in your presentations, in your conversations, in your blog posts, in your brochures, all of that, and put it neatly into a package that's really easy to share. That allows you to expand your influence and change lives much easier than you could without a book. It also instantly establishes your credibility and your expertise. It helps you attract media attention and even speaking engagements by being a published author. It helps you monetize your message because you can sell a book for a profit. We talk about that in my course. And a book also allows you to leverage your time. But there's still two biggies that I love about a book. And the number one thing that I want to share is a book helps you create an educated customer. And an educated customer feels good and buys with confidence. When you explain what you do and why you do it by creating a book, you give your prospect an opportunity to do the research on their own. And as you can see, that allows them to feel good and buy from you with confidence that they know what they're getting and they know a little bit about you. It's such an authentic way to present your story and your products and services. I absolutely love it. And of course, there's also an undeniable wow factor when you hand somebody your book. So I want to share with you today 6 fast book ideas you can easily self-publish to start attracting better clients. This does not have to be the novel of the year. We're talking about a simple self-published book. You can do it in as few as 55 pages. It does not have to be complicated. All right, let's cover a couple of ideas for you. The first fast book idea is to answer frequently asked questions. Sit down and just make a list of the questions that you get and then answer them. It's a really fast way to create a book. An example of that here is Tressa Heath's book, Accounting the Super Duper Fun Part of Starting a Business. Tressa is a fun CPA, and this book reflects her personality. And all she did was take the frequently asked questions that a startup has and the questions that they should be asking, and she put it into the context of a book, and that allows her to share her message in a much more effective way, and it's been a fantastic marketing tool as she shares in her testimonials on my website. Another idea for you is to compile your old blog posts or your newsletters. If you've been writing content for a while, it's a really effective way to create a book. This is Randall Suttles, and for a number of years he's been writing his small business stories, and he simply compiled all of those emails and put it into a book. It was a really fast way for him to write this book. And of course, this book and all the books you're going to see can be found on Amazon. Another great fast book idea is to create a book of lists. And for that, I want to share Randy Paris's book. Her book is called The Top 10 Things About the Trucking Industry That You Don't Know and Why It's Costing You Money. See, you can write a book about anything in any industry. She wrote this book, and it's a great book that establishes their business's credibility in the marketplace. So, really fun and very effective. Another fast way for you to create a book is to share a collection of people's short stories, starting, of course, with your own, but then also invite other people to contribute their stories. And I want to show you Allison Martin book. It's called Landing on My Feet. Allison wrote this when she was launching her national organization called Mentoring Women's Network. And she simply shared her story on how mentors played a role in her developing her leadership skills. And then she invited 16 other women to share their stories in the back of the book as well. It's a really great way to create a book without having to write the whole thing yourself. Idea number 5 is to make a workbook or a journal. I just created one of these for myself. I just took my course and created it into a workbook. But this one is Dr. David Waters. He created a journal. He actually shares several research papers in here, some information about his cancer research studies, all kinds of great things. And then the book is filled with lined pages where he invites people to journal their own health records and the health records of their dog, because he specializes in cancer research on aging specific to dogs and to humans. So really great way to create a book, and he didn't have to write a lot of content to do it. The final fast book idea is to turn your course or the information that you teach into a book. And this is Pastor Mike LaManna, and his book is called Raising an Overcomer. It also is available on Amazon. And it's a fantastic view of what he teaches in the juvenile detention centers. And he took all of his courseware and what he teaches, and he simply compiled it into a book. And now that allows him to expand his message in much greater and more effective ways to people on both sides of the wall, if you will. So 6 great book ideas for you to use to be able to create. It's really not that hard. And to do that, I want to introduce you to my Book It Authors course. And it's real important we talk about this because the doors are closing on this course on Friday, December 19th. Let's take a look at it. bookitauthors.com. And here's what you'll see over at the Book It Authors website. And as you can see right here, we've got a timer going until the program closes on Friday, December 19th. But let me just show you through the website real quick. I talk about what being a published author could do for you and your business. And then I also share several testimonials, including the people that we just discussed and their books in the previous video. And then I go through all 9 on-demand modules. This course is completely online. You can take it at any speed that you want to. And I cover in each step the information that you need to make the right decisions for that stage of your process, beginning with the most important, which is the right start, writing the book that's right for your business, because the number one mistake that I see people make is they write the wrong book and they end up not having a tool that will help them build their business and attract their ideal clients. So I make sure that you avoid that mistake from the beginning. Then we talk about planning your book, and I'm going to show you how to plan your whole book's content in a couple of hours, not days or weeks. You've got other things to do, so I move you through that very quickly, and I give you some great tips on how to get that done. And then we talk about working with contributors. I show you how to strategically invite others to contribute to your book so that they're your partners when you're ready to launch your book when it's done. We talk about the very important topic of calls to action, and I show you how and where to insert calls to action in your book so that we know that it's going to promote your business and your products and services. Remember, our goal is to create more clients for your business with this book, and so in that module, I show you how to do that. In module number 5, we talk about writing titles, subtitles, and bios, and how to attract your ideal clients using those very important opportunities. In module number 6, I show you how to find and hire editors and designers and the experts that you need to complete your book. In module number 7, I make sure you understand the different self-publishing options so that you protect your rights in the future and you make sure that you always own the content. So I cover that. And then in number 8, I help you create your launch plan. When the book's done, we create a media blitz, and I give you several ideas and ways to do that, not only in the media, but more importantly with your prospects. How do you get some buzz and excitement about your new book, and how can you use it to not only attract new clients, but to get your past clients excited about working with you again and over. And finally, in module number 9, we talk about your book as a marketing tool and how to continue using it for years to expand your influence and attract more clients. I also include in here 2 very special and important bonus gifts. One of them is a fill in the blanks book template. I give you the Word document with your book already built out in there. You simply drop in your titles and your content, and it makes it so much easier. That will save you a bunch of money because you shouldn't need an interior designer when you're done. And I give you a bonus on speaking for leads. How do you get in front of audiences and talk about your book and your business? We cover that. I also then give you a number of different pieces to the puzzle through here. You can see all of that and the benefits of working through it. Here are the courses and the opportunities. You can work with the course one-on-one, or if you want, there are also levels where you can get coaching time with me. All of that's covered on this site, but you do need to hurry because the enrollment for the program closes on Friday, December 19th. If you have any questions, be sure and reach out to me here, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care and have a great week.